friends, Chris Kelly here. Hey, late in the week, time to look at what's going on in the wide world of real estate. Well, at least the world of real estate here in Portland. So let's dive in. I think that we have a continuation of flat, basically, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, there's some more pending transactions versus last week. That's up a bit, but by and large, not a lot of movement in the actual new inventory to market, things going pending. I mean, the rate of those things happening has remained pretty darn consistent. One thing that has continued to improve a bit over the last months is the average and median days on the market. It seems like that number is shrinking, particularly the median days. We are very much the same as last year and awfully close to the same, particularly in the median side of things, as 2 years ago. So, all of that to say, fairly flat. There was an article, and I'll post it and attach a link to it. But just in our National Association of Realtor article, just with some highlights of what's going on inventory wise, and it's interesting. You read through all of this data, and it all basically says, yeah, the market's flat. So it's not there. There hasn't been a dramatic uptick in inventory or a dramatic uptick in rates haven't really dramatically changed. They've come down a bit, and I think this week they've edged up just ever so slightly. But to me, that's just kind of the flow, ebb and flow of rates. I mean, nothing so dramatic happened that it had this huge influence one way or the other. So median and average sales price, this has come down a bit, but it's also gone up a bit this calendar year. So it's not, this again isn't terribly dramatic. I mean, it's less than this time last year, and it's very similar to 2 years ago. So again, all of the metrics basically are remaining steady. So I say flat, that might sound like a negative connotation, and I guess it could be. But steady is another way of saying the same thing, and it really is fairly steady. We have had multiple listings of late, say in the last couple of weeks. We've had multiple listings sell in 1 to 7 days. So those things still are happening, which kind of shows up in the median days on the market. That number can't keep coming down without some listings selling pretty quickly, and less listings sitting for a long time, because the average is ever so slightly edging down as well. The reason that I like the median as opposed to the average is it kind of lops off the extremes and gives you a more accurate picture of kind of the market in its entirety. So all to say, money's in the high fives or mid sixes, depending on whether you're buying conventional money or government, say FHA, VA money. At least that's the latest that I've seen. And, inventory numbers are ever so slightly edging up, which is great. For people trying to buy real estate, it's great. If you're selling real estate, they're not edging up so dramatically that all of a sudden you're competing with 300% more listings. It's not like that. We still have a deficiency of listing inventory. That is clear. But as inventory comes up, it becomes more important that whole 1 to 10 scale thing that I talk about here most weeks. It's super important as much as possible, and by all the metrics I've described, to be an 8 through a 10 on a 10 scale. And really that shows up in how does it present? How is it priced? That hugely matters. And obviously, how is it being exposed in the marketplace? So, those things become more important the more inventory there is. So again, we don't have an excess inventory problem, quite the opposite. But it is still a good time to be a seller if you're mindful about the process of becoming and being a seller. So I'll leave it at that. I do want to pivot quickly to see if I can do this. There we go. There. So coming right up in about a month exactly, we have our annual Kelly Marketing Group Shred Day, our 4th annual. You know, forever and ever and ever, I did a skate world event or a skating event and roller skating out at Skate World here in Gresham, and you know, when Skate World closed, it was a huge bummer, but we eventually pivoted to doing a shred day, which is arguably more productive for our clients that want to get rid of spring cleaning, old tax documents, things. So we have an actual shred truck show up, and it's a secured situation. So anyway, if you have things that you want to get rid of, come see us. It's end of this next month. We always do it on a Saturday morning. You know, it's like it says here, 10 to 1. So we would love to see you if that's something that you have an interest in. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to go head to the coast with Jen and the girls and spend a couple days checking out the coast and the Tillamook Cheese Factory. So anyway, I hope you and yours are doing well. And as always, if there's something that I can be doing, whatever it is, if there's something I can be doing to help, feel free and reach out. Let's talk about it. I'm here for you and yours. All right. Till the next time.